We are delighted to have Professor Frederick Ma Si Hang as our next speaker. Professor Ma is non-executive chairman of the Mass Transit Railway, MTR, Hong Kong, and has rich experience in banking and financial sectors. Professor Ma took up a key position in the Hong Kong SAR government before joining the MTR.
Today, he's going to share with us his views on skills for entrepreneurship. Let's welcome Professor Ma.
Good morning. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I'm honored to have the opportunity to speak today to such an esteemed audience of educators, experts, and executives from Hong Kong and around the world at this vocational and professional education and training international conference. Through our exchanges and sharing at this conference, I'm confident that we will all gain new insights and inspiration to further strengthen vocational and professional education training, or VPET, which is so important to our economies, to our businesses, and to our people, especially the young people who are the future of our societies. I would like to thank the Hong Kong SAR government, as well as the Vocational Training Council, VTC, and any other VPET service providers for their dedicated efforts to further promote the value of VPET. Just in the last couple of years, a large number of new and important initiatives have been launched to create more valuable learning opportunities for our younger generation. My topic for today is skills for entrepreneurship. To me, this is a really vital factor in the way that we develop not only VPET, but also the whole education sector and life learn in general. Hong Kong is a dynamic global hub and a regional economic leader. To maintain this position, we need to stay competitive, adaptable, and innovative. To do that, we need young people prepared for the evolving world of work, which is increasingly tech-enabled and ready to connect and grow our communities. Technology and innovation hold so much potential to improve our societies as well as our lives as individuals. We need to make sure that our people are equipped with the tools they need to make the most of the exciting opportunities ahead. In my view, one of the critical steps that we need to take is to provide our students, our workforce, and ourselves with competences like creativity, resilience, and leadership, which I would call skills for entrepreneurship. We can integrate the learning of these competencies into our education system, including the VPET sector, and also into our corporate training program, and make this part of our lifelong learning. I will talk in a short while about what I believe these essential competencies are, but first I would like to illustrate my wider point about the critical importance of innovation and technology from a business perspective as the chairman of MTR Corporation. Some of our visitors may not be so familiar with MTR. I can tell you that MTR is respected internationally as a world-class leader in the railway industry in terms of our operational performance and high-quality customer service. We provide railway service in Hong Kong, in the mainland of China, in Beijing, Shenzhen, and Hangzhou, and internationally in London, Stockholm, and Melbourne. In MTR's worldwide railway operations, the average weekday patronage is around 11 million, with Hong Kong accounting for about 5.6 million a day, or half of the total. For those visitors visiting Hong Kong, I would really encourage you to use MTR. It is a quick railway system, and compared to many other major cities, you'll be very impressed. Trust me. If you're not, send me an email. Okay. If you look at the urban environment in Hong Kong, you will see that there really is no other way to move millions of people around the city every day other than through a high-quality metro service. Journeys are fast, convenient, and reliable, and the low-carbon railway service is environmentally sustainable for the long term. So you may ask, why should innovation be a high priority for MTR? After all, it is not as if we have another way of providing our transport service. We will still be operating trains along our tracks for the foreseeable future. The answer is that innovation and technology hold the key to addressing two important issues for us. One being the increasing demand for our service. If you have taken a ride on our train in the peak hour, today is Saturday, but try it on the weekdays, you will know that they are becoming very crowded. For the locals, they all make the same point. And the second one being the expectations of our customers for an enriched service experience. Passengers want continuous service improvement that meet their individual needs. How can technology and innovation help us? Let me mention just a few examples. We are introducing advanced new signaling systems for our railway lines based on digital communications. These systems will allow us to operate more trains more frequently, although we are already operating over 8,000 trains a day, which is quite a lot. We will be able to increase capacity by about 10% to help to meet growing passenger demand. We will be introducing 93 smart trains on some of our busiest lines. These trains are equipped with sensors to allow us to monitor critical systems in real time. We will have the ability to detect and repair any faults. Before long, they can cause any disruption to our passenger service. We will also look forward to making use of a range of technologies and innovations to further improve our passenger experience and provide our customers with the information they need when they need it at their fingertips through their smartphones. These innovations may include providing reality solutions for easy navigation and wayfinding through our mega interchange stations. We could also combine big data and artificial intelligence to instantly answer most customers' inquiries. And we envisage a future where our apps can tell you the fastest way to not only move around our railway system, but also to reach your final destinations. This is very exciting. But at the end of the day, to implement these systems as well as innovate future advancements, we must depend on people. Our people are our most valued assets. This leads me to the competencies that we require as a business and that we will need to further develop in the future. One category relates to knowledge. This is really the baseline. Knowledge in areas like STEM, which you have heard a lot from Professor Kumar, as well as all the professional and technical services needed to operate a large company. Another category would be skills. We need people who are adaptable, creative, and collaborative. We need innovators, team players, communicators, and problem solvers. And a third category revolves around attitude. Self-belief, perseverance, and leadership are all critical competencies for success, today and for the future. In many ways, these are all entrepreneurial skills. Knowledge, skills, and attitudes are all in the toolkits of successful entrepreneurs. And I would say that they are also important life skills for all of us in our 21st century society. Building a more successful future for our society is in all of our interest. We have important roles to play, and that includes in supporting the future development of vocational and professional educating and training. In Hong Kong, as I mentioned earlier, we have taken some important steps forward in the last couple of years. The Hong Kong SAR government is adopting a wide-ranging set of initiatives as proposed in the 2015 by the Task Force on Promotion of Vocational Training. I appreciate the efforts of all those involved to lay down a clear vision, a comprehensive strategy, and concrete recommendations to further develop the VPET sector and to raise public awareness towards vocational training and recognition of its value. Apart from the efforts led by the government and our VPET institutions, our business community and industry also have a significant role to play, especially when it comes to skills for entrepreneurship. We need to continue to work closely with the VPET sector on the educational programs through professional and technical exchanges. We need to further extend our reach to students and young people to support career planning and by offering experiential programs and work experience placement. We need to continue to regularly support the professional training and the development of our own staff as part of their career progression and lifelong learning. And we may also be able to provide training and education program by leveraging on our internal capabilities. A case in point is our MTR Academy that we set up last year with a vision to create a world-class training hub. The MTR Academy will not only help us to bring through the next generation of talents for the Hong Kong railway industry, it can also to support the development of the railway industry in the mainland China, the Belt and Road region, and internationally. Ladies and gentlemen, before I wrap up, I would like to share a story from MTR's recent experience, which crystallizes many of the points that I have been making. Last year, we launched a new corporate responsibility program that we call Pathways to Employment. It is the result of extensive research we conducted and wide consultation with the government, the education community, non-government organizations, and young people. What we identified through this collaboration was that one of the greatest difficulties faced by the younger generation was their transition from education to employment. On the other hand, they have more options. They feel that they are all ill-equipped to excel in the technology-driven economy. So we work with NGOs and other stakeholders to address this issue. We develop a number of initiatives designed to empower young people with skills, inspire fresh perspectives, and create opportunities to build brighter future for them and their communities. We then open up the shortlist programs to the public to vote on. In effect, we crowdsource the winning outcomes. Those winning programs, which are now being implemented, closely reflect skills for entrepreneurship that our younger generation and our society needs for the future. For example, MTR is supporting UNICEF to establish an innovation lab in Hong Kong. This is a space where young people will be able to partner with corporate leaders to develop projects that drive changes for children under 18. In doing so, they learned critical skills like communication, creativity, and problem solving to better prepare them for their future career. We're also empowering girls to take up technology subjects through our partnership with the Women's Foundation on Girls Go Tech. Without enough female role model and support to develop interests and skills in technology, many young girls shy away from STEM-related careers. MTR volunteers are actively participating in this program. It is vital that we help more girls to develop, discover, and nurture their passion for STEM subjects. As a matter of fact, we have a lot of engineers in MTR who are females. Pathways to employment is a good example of cross-sector collaboration to support our younger generation. Whether we are from government, the sector, non-government, or social service organizations, business or industry, we all have a vital interest in helping our young people, our future leaders, to find their way to fulfillment and success. Let us continue to work together and collaborate closely to give our young people the opportunities that they need to succeed in the future. Thank you very much.